Hey, what's going on? I am back, but I'm barely back. I'm sick. Sick as a dog, still. Again, I feel like I've been sick all winter. I'm sick as one of those dogs that they're like, you know what, let's transfer this one to a kill shelter. Let's just, everyone's involved, you know, the poor thing's only got one leg and one eye. And, yeah, I'm sick. I'm probably dead. Probably dying. I think I'm on the mend. I don't know. Maybe I thought, but anyway, I had this weird idea. I saw someone talking about how, like, they buy green stuff, but then whenever they use some, they end up throwing so much away. And I thought, don't do that. Don't do that. Why would you do that? Don't throw away green stuff. Never throw away green stuff ever. Even if you have this much left, if you have this much left, you can use it. And I'm gonna tell you what I do when I'm trying have a bunch of green stuff left over, and I'm not sure what to do with it. Yeah. So basically, let me go through a little bit of the list here. Oh, I'm making a few more cats. This is the back end. This is everything but the head of the cat. I'm making a bunch more cats. Some of the things I do, you sort of saw me there. One of the things I like to do, I like to sort of like when it gets almost done, you sort of pull these little stretchy things out, and then you get a bunch of those like here, all sorts of them, and then you can glue them together, and you can get these little bush things, these little guys. So, you know, it looks basically like when you're you make little jungle terrain. Basically, it's obviously not painted. I would paint it, you know, green with maybe yellow highlights. There's also, I forget what it's called. It's like Devil's Tongue or something like that, which is like purple and stuff. I mean, anyway, you can do all sorts of things, but that's one thing I like to do when I have a bunch of extra green stuff. Is that's one thing. So that's why I never have it. Another cool thing you can do, let me put this back. Let me grab, what did I do with my ball of green stuff? I sometimes make little braids like that, so I can like just add a little something different on a character. And the way I do that, pretty easy. You've probably seen it. If you haven't, you know, you take a little wad of whatever's left over, roll it into a string, make it as big or as small as you want to. I'm already dying. Can you hear me? Can you hear how terrible? Like, I sound bad normally. This is me with a cold bad. This is like next level mesothelioma, dying of whatever. Oh God, I barely concentrate with this stupid thing. All right, anyway. You roll out the little tiny thing, you touch the ends, you hold one side, you twist, and that's it. And then you use this part to put it on the hair. Obviously, I would make it much smaller but that's what it would come out with. It's a real easy thing. The other thing you can do is just make, instead of using one strip, just make two long little sausages there and roll them together, and you can make a ton of rope really easy. This is just... Yeah, no, obviously when it dries in whatever position you have it in. So if you want straight rope, just keep it straight. I curled it up a little bit, and you can glue it to whatever. And this, I don't know, just something you can do in case you, I don't know. You can put it on a base. You can put it around a barrel. You can put it, I don't know. You can even make it as like a filigree for like a shield if you wanted to. Make it a little smaller and do that. Rope, that's another real easy thing. I made these little things, these little cattails, super easy with leftover stuff, just a little turd on a stick. And what else do I have? This is something that I was playing around with, not that. And I made a little seashell, and this is just stupid easy. I just stuck a wad on there, twisted it, and I got a seashell that just like pretty much zero effort. And that's all I got. That's all it took. It was so simple. It was just like, so anyway, if you're doing like an Idoneth army, but even like, you know, even like a pirate themed army, or like, I know dark elves can have like a lot of nautical stuff going on. I did that. The other thing I do, I can obviously just smear it on bases, make little footprints, make a little texture, so that way it doesn't look like, you know, sometimes like some of the bases are just like squares with green flock, flat, and that's it. And it looks sort of like AstroTurf. That's one thing I did. Let's see, you can make little mushrooms, super easy. Just do the cap, do the bottom. stick them together, and there you go. And especially, you know, you can make an entire thing of that. Oh, you know, one thing that I did, let me see. I rolled out a little bit, whatever was left. I took like, I have these 2 little sticks here, put some green stuff down, used a roller, and basically this made sure it was like a, you know, you keep a uniform thickness on it. And I made a little big sheet, and then I just sort of like twisted it, and it could make this super, like if you need a banner, it's about the easiest thing you can do. It already has the folds in it. I just have to trim it down to size if I want to and paint it, and it's all done. Super easy, super easy. Yeah, I don't know, what else do I do with it? Oh, I mean, with bases, you can also just like, if you're doing Tomb Kings or Vampire Counts or whatever, it's just, you have so many extra arms and heads in a box. You just put a head coming out with an arm trying to pull itself up. You can make an entire extra row, maybe even a whole unit, just of creatures coming out of the ground from one box. That was one of my favorite things. And then the other thing, just like, just try and get a big project, and whatever you have left, you can just stop it, just plop this stuff on it. I mean, that's essentially how I got this whole thing. It's just like whatever was left over, I just said like, all right, let's get some fur on you, and burp, and there it is, and that. So I mean, it doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be a unit filler. It can be, I don't know, whatever. You know, I'm sure you guys have great ideas too. I would love to hear them. I'm sorry that I haven't done anything, but you know, it's when you're literally fighting with death, when he's here in his bathrobe and I'm here in my bathrobe, he has a scythe and I have I don't know, remote control and cup of hot tea. It's a long battle. I don't want to say who won, but he's winning. He won. I'm on my way to hell. That's what I'm gonna say. That's it. So if you're if you have any suggestions of what you do, please put it down below. I always love that stuff, because let's face it, I'm not an expert. I'm still learning. It's basically just it's like a grown adult playing with Play-Doh. That's literally all it is. Yeah. So hope y'all are doing all right. Hope your army projects are going better than I am, but you know, don't blame me. Blame this. I don't know. It might just be a cult, or it could be a rare virus that only affects the elderly in Eastern Africa. It's one of the two. I'm not a doctor. Oh, one other thing I forgot to do with these things that you can do. You could actually, even if you were so inclined, you can even make it like, it looks a little bit like a tulip. You could actually do something like, you know, put that in there, make a little tulip. I'm not going to tell you can't make tulips. I'm not the tulip police, you know. I don't even know what the tulip. Then again, if I were undercover tulip police, I'd probably say I weren't tulip police. But trust me, I'm not the tulip police. Imagine they're Dutch. But you know, look. The point is, don't do drugs, and you'll not think about things like the tulip police all day. I mean, do they stop people from picking tulips? Is that their thing? Do they just wear like these weird, funny tulip-shaped hats? That would be, like, I mean, you know, I don't know. My high school was a little different. We didn't have a career day with tulip police, but anyway, that's yeah. I'm gonna go slap this onto something. I don't know what I'm doing now. It's Play-Doh. Just have fun with the Play-Doh, and oh, you can freeze it. You can freeze it. That's the other thing I forgot to do. You smear it. You just flatten it right out. Just to get a little surface area, or you know, as much surface area as possible. Freeze it, and it's pretty good. I mean, I don't usually do that because I have so much, but you can freeze it. I put it between some parchment paper and do that, or I roll it into little balls, like little tiny balls, and then put it in a bag marked frozen peas, and I can see if anyone's eating my food. Those are the two ways I like to store it. Yeah, so far no one's eating my food. But if they do, we'll find out. Yeah, all right. Anyway, thank you guys so much, and I'm sorry. Hopefully I'll be back next week, and hopefully I'll have something new and exciting. Hopefully I'm not going to be dying. Well, I guess we're all dying, but yeah. Anyway, thanks a lot. See you soon.